talk about service from Park and Fly. They come right to where you've parked to pick you up. As promised, this week we're going to go on a real cheap trip. Let's test out these budget airlines.
We are Frank and Fern with JavaWalkerWorld. Join us on our journey to quench your thirst for the simple pleasure of a good coffee and explore our magnificent world one step at a time.
Welcome, friends, and this is a continuation of last week's video. We promised a cheap budget airline, and we're going to check out Swoop. We're going to take an Ottawa flight to the beautiful maritime city of Halifax. Come and join us. Well, we're off to gate 22. Now, if you recall from last week, we paid $333 for this flight. This is two of us, return back to Ottawa, and we're going to be in Halifax for 5 days. The flight was only an hour and 40 minutes, and it was a great flight. Service was excellent, and for some reason we thought we were going to have a hard time with our bags, but not at all. Well, we just arrived at our hotel, and it's not bad at all. Pretty decent for a budget hotel. We're at the Quality Inn Airport.
Here we are at our hotel at the Hidden Gem restaurant. It's the restaurant in the hotel, because it is rather late. It's a little after 10 already. Nova Scotia time, or Halifax time.
Which is Atlantic time?
Atlantic time. So it's sort of a late dinner for us. Where we're from in Ontario, we're an hour behind, so it's only about 9 and change. So we're going to grab a bite and then hit the sack, because tomorrow starts our venture of Halifax.
Yep, I'm having the seafood chowder, which is their famous Nova Scotia seafood chowder. I'll let you know what that's like.
And tonight's special is fish and chips.
When on the coast, eat seafood.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Cheers. I'll let you know after I have a few bites. It's very hot, so. It is full of fish and seafood in here. It's delicious. Very nice. Chips?
Very good.
Very authentic.
Yeah, not like Ferns. They got like a seafood show going on in there. There's a shark jumping out of the bowl.
Frank hates seafood chowder. Specifically, he hates clams. But yours is good.
It's good.
And the tartar sauce?
Tangy.
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 And the coleslaw? This is the way you like it. Creamy.
Good, yeah.
Well, here we are at the hotel getting ready to take the shuttle bus back to the airport so we can catch a local bus, the Metro X, downtown. Stay with us. Whew. It's raining today. If it's raining just like this, a little drizzle, we'll be fine.
Hey everyone, here we are. We arrived in downtown Halifax. Just got off the bus from the airport. That was about a 50-minute ride. Not bad. $2.50. No, $4 and a quarter each.
$4 and a quarter each.
So,
not bad at all.
Not bad. When we catch it, comes every 10 minutes after every hour. It passes. 10 after every hour. So we'll see how the day goes. It's a rainy one today, but that's expected. We're in the Maritimes.
If you're enjoying this video, we would really appreciate a like, share, subscribe.
This bus stop left us actually very close to the Citadel, but we're going to check that out another time. Try to maybe tomorrow or the following day might be a better
Weather day.
Off to the waterfront.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow.
So it was highly recommended that we go visit St. Paul's Church. So that's where we're going next. Okay, let's get an idea of where we are.
Okay, so currently we are at Duke Street in Argyle, and it was recommended to go down Argyle to go see St. Paul's Church. I forget what the significance of that was, but we'll find out when we get there.
wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow.
St. Paul's Anglican Church is the oldest building in all of Halifax. And it's the oldest Anglican church of worship in all of Canada. Founded by proclamation of 1749 by King George II. Well, here we are at St. Paul's Anglican Church, and there is an interesting fact that we're going to share with you. Take a look at that window right there. I'm going to try to focus in a little bit. See if we can zoom in. Okay, we're going to zoom in. So right there.
The story has it that as a result of the intense light heat generated by the Halifax explosion in 1917, the profile of one of the church's deacons was etched into one of the windows on the second story. The location of the window suggests that the deacon was standing in the upper loft of the structure. We can only surmise the fate of the deacon.
This is City Hall here in Halifax, and it looks like they had a festival here recently. Or maybe they always have this always available. Looks like a nice park in front for everybody. World Trade Convention Center. So apparently that is a very famous Five Fishermen restaurant, very famous restaurant to go to. The Roxbury and the Citadel is right there. We're gonna have to do that. And pretty easy. That's where the bus station was that they dropped us off from the airport. So everything's nearby.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles.
Okay, we are headed to the ferry. We're trying to get this in. Hurricane Fiona is
Headed this way?
headed this way. Come into the shot, honey.
I'm here.
Is headed this way. We should be gone tomorrow morning before it arrives here in Nova Scotia, assuming everything goes well. So there's the visitor center. We're down by the waterfront here in Halifax. Halifax harbor tours, all that sort of good stuff is all right here. Lots of play spaces for kids.
That will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles. There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your struggles. I will always.
Here we are. Frank and I decided to take a ferry ride. We're at the ferry terminal and we're going to be taking a ferry over to Dartmouth, just on the other side of Halifax, on the other side of the channel. This way we can see the view of Halifax from the water and also a view of the Dartmouth waterfront as well. Luckily for us, with the ticket, it is both ways. You pay $2.50, so that was $5 for the two of us, and that was to get to Dartmouth, stay there 90 minutes. They gave us a transfer for that, allowed us to stay for 90 minutes, and then so we took a little walk downtown, and then we took the ferry back into Halifax. It was great fun and a great experience.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain. There's a new day to take away your sorrow. And the old ways get washed out by the rain. Darling, you've got to keep.
Here we are, downtown Dartmouth.
If you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day to leave behind your troubles.
And right there is Halifax.
There's a new day, and it will set you free. There's a new day to get you through your struggles. I will always think of you and me.
So we took the ferry from Halifax to Dartmouth. It cost $2.50
to be in Dartmouth for 90 minutes. We took a walk around Dartmouth and now are taking the ferry back. It's a lot of fun. We get to see the harbor from the water and see the city from the harbor, which is kind of cool. And it's cheap too. Back to Halifax.
Darling, you've got to keep holding on through the night, 'cause I promise you this: if you try to get some sleep, if you give up the fight, if only just for a bit, there's a new day, it is waiting for us.
So Frank and I deputized this city, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada, as the friendliest city in Canada.
Oh yeah.
They are friendly
There's a
here.
new day.
Thank you for joining us. Next week, join us as we're going to cover the Citadel, the public gardens, and the food scene here in Halifax. Plus more.